Oh, guys, welcome back. A strange day today. My phone flew off my desk and landed on the floor, and I think, I was trying to think logical. I'm like, well, uh, my computer does get moved around a little bit when I'm playing VR because you're plugging things in and pulling them out, and somehow something must have pulled it off the table, but it like flew off the table after I was having a discussion with Loki, and he's like, "Ooh, get yourself a burger." And I'm like, "That burger smells so good." I'm like, "Well, that's not Dairy Queen. It don't smell that good." So I don't know where this delicious burger smell was coming from. Because nobody else in town makes burgers. No, they don't. Come to think of it, there's like kind of like the tavern place I told you about, but that's like way on the other side of town. This is pretty close, but it smelled so good. Burgers. And so I said, no, that doesn't smell. That smells so good. It doesn't smell like anything they're like selling at the Dairy Queen or anything. It has to be like from somewhere else. And I come in and like the film flies off off my table here. And I'm like, okay, because I went outside a couple of times a day to watch a snow melt, and I said, should I go up and, because a friend told me again, she has another problem with her computer. I don't know how she keeps. I'm almost wondering if she's a computer genius and she invents these problems on purpose. She got her Word program. It's frozen in place. Her cruiser just is frozen in place. She can't type or anything. And I'm like, what did you even do? And I'm like trying to walk her through it. And I said, you know what? I will have to come up and look at it. And I offered her yesterday, even with all the snow. I was going to offer her today, and Loki's like, you're not going up today. I don't like the idea of like the snow starting to melt, but there might be black. He thought there might be black ice, and he's like, I'm not letting you go. I'm like, okay. And he says, hey, in all seriousness, she wants this repaired so bad, and she has a friend, the male companion, that drives her everywhere. He says she could offer to send the car down. That's not unreasonable when the weather is real bad. She shouldn't expect you to walk up there. And I kind of looked at him because usually he's like, he doesn't care if it's like 30 below. If your friend needs help, you go help. But he changed his mind today. So I was like, okay. So I went with that. So I spent most of the day either going outside and observing the snow melt. And I took a video, but I didn't make it. You aren't going to see it, don't worry. Or, playing VR. And we played a NASA thing, and that was cool. We got to go through the International Space Station, so that was really cool. And you had a couple of the astronauts show you around and explain how everything works. It was just so amazing to be there in VR because you could like look up and look around to the sides. And I probably won't be showing you guys any more VR because I know it's completely lost on you, the ability to like look up and do everything like that. And I know, like, back 20 years ago, we thought looking up just meant like you held the game out like in front of you, looked up and didn't know. It's like you don't know till you're there. Loki got the idea he wanted me to record a VR game that I replayed on the other channel to record it for here, and he won some games on this channel. I'm like, this is weird, but we did it. And be glad you didn't hear that. We didn't even complete the game, and it was Loki and I bickering as we played the game. It was one of the Ellison Diary games, and it's like a horror movie game, and it's like a T-rated game. So I'm like, I don't know if that fits our theme. Shut up! I want to play this game, and we're playing it, and it's like I'm like walking places, and I'm trying to do a commentary to you, and then he's interjecting, and I'm answering him, which sounds absolutely insane. So it'd be like, okay, and if we go here, you see the graphics aren't up to. That's supposed to be a puddle, Loki, okay? The graphics aren't perfect. And he's like, it doesn't look like a puddle. Are you sure it's not ice? Shut up, Loki, it's a puddle. I don't think it's a puddle. I think it's ice. Loki is going to take us 20 years to play this game. Let's go look over here. And it's like, oh my god. And you obviously aren't going to hear his part of the conversation, so it was more like, that's a puddle. Yes, it's a puddle. No, we're not going over there. Oh god, shut up, Loki. Here. Okay, you think you can do so much, take over the controls. No, you can't, can you? fine. You gonna open the door or am I gonna open the door? That's what it would have sounded like. I could see why people won't watch it. So, like, I'm glad we quit because it would have been us arguing the whole time. And, he was just being, playful. And he likes it when he gets playful and I go rah, 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 at him. It's all in good fun, but people hearing it from the outside would be like, oh my gosh, all she does is yell at him. It's like, that's the response he's looking for. I don't know why, but it makes him happy. If I was like, okay, we'll go look over there, he would look at me like, what happened to you? But yeah, and my hair's a mess because I put an oil treatment in it last night and I went to film and I was like, oh my god, so I washed it so now it looks even worse. I'm having a good day. But yeah, I was surprised that he stopped me from going up the Friends, and Oculus seems to still be trying to make up for the time the Oculus broke down because they gave us a couple free apps today. So we played the NASA, and I tried to take a huge step forward. I got a VR social app, and I went into it. I'm like, this is okay, this is okay. And my social anxiety was going up through the roof. All I saw were a bunch of blocks that were supposed to be people. And if you were playing that and you saw me, I am so terribly sorry. I did not see a person. I didn't walk up to a person. I literally just saw like black blocks hanging in space. I tried to go up and interact with them and nothing was going on whatsoever. Like, I didn't hear anybody's voice in my head unit or anything. I didn't hear like, hey, why are you just staring at me? And I was looking up and there were people in the air, so I assume it was like pretty buggy. And so that happened. And it was just weird. And I was playing, I was gonna get a dinosaur adventure park. It looked like so much fun. It looked like Jurassic Park had been made into a game. You got to ride a roller coaster and all these other things apparently, or at least it made it look like it. And I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, it's $40, but it'd be so worth it because there's all these beautiful dinosaurs and riding a bullet train and everything else, and they're showing you all this beautiful stuff and interacting with the dinosaurs. And then in the trailer, alarms start going off. And then all of a sudden, there are these, like, Black Hawk helicopters flying in, and everybody's shooting at the dinosaurs, and you're shooting at dinosaurs. I'm like, no! Why do these games always have to do this? I just want to go to a nice theme park and enjoy the dinosaurs and enjoy what a really bad idea that would be in real life. So yeah, I didn't get that game because I'm like, no, I don't want to shoot dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. It'd be like a game if you shot foxes. I'm not doing that. I'm like, I don't have a problem if you're a hunter, and I don't have a problem if dinosaurs did exist. You had to protect stupid humans from them, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So we went to Nature Treks, and I went into J Jurassic, and I petted all my dinosaurs, and we spent time in the cornfield. I was like wandering around in there's like a kind of like a Halloween style setting, and I was spending time in the cornfield. I spent so much time in the cornfield that the wolves actually sent a wolf in for me, and he walked right up to me, he's nuzzling me and everything, and he's like, hey, come on, this is the way out. You okay? Why are you in here so long? So like the wolf actually led me out of the cornfield. The wolves were worried about me. The deer were like, they didn't care. I could stand in the cornfield forever looking around, but the wolves were like, why are you in here? What's the matter? Huh? So it's kind of neat how the animal intelligence is going in the Nature Treks, because the predators tend to be more aggressive in a good way. It's not like they're like running at you. And they will come over and demand pets and like plop down right in front of you. But the prey can sometimes be like a little more flighty, which they should. But I was petting deer today and petting wolfy wolves, and I'm saying to the wolf, I'm like, oh, look! And I'm like, looky, look, Fluffy came to find me. And he's like, oh my god. You know you get bit in real life, don't you? Shut up! I love wolves! Oh, God. And I'm petting the wolf and seeing what a pretty boy you are, and fussing all over the wolf, and he's just like... Because I could kind of feel like he was like... You know how you feel God's presence, like, somewhere in the room, and I'm sure he's just, like, watching me play VR and like... This is sad. This is sad. We need to get you a dog. But yeah, it's been a weird day, and there was like no big revelation or anything other than I got the sense that I can take all the time I want in VR. Because I usually, if I spend an hour or so a day in VR, and I know that sounds like a lot, it seems to work on my mood. It seems to work on my depression, and it will take forever for me to get rid of my anxiety, but it eventually goes away if I play enough games. I would love to have that dinosaur park with all the theme rides and everything if it didn't involve killing them. I'm like, I get that. I get wanting to like shoot at dinosaurs and yay. But at the same time, that's not how they first sold it. It was like going into this magical trip with dinosaurs that for some reason didn't try to eat humans. You would think like by now scientists would have figured that one out. If they could make a theme park, they could make them all, well, for one, herbivores. For two, breed them in a way that they wouldn't go after people. But we've all seen Jurassic Park. We know what would happen. The dinosaurs would eat everyone. So yeah, in a way, I still want it, but I'm like, $40 is awful expensive. I mean, it's not like the game's not worth it, but at the same time, if it's like you really don't get to go on any rides and it's just to shoot them up, I'm like, I don't know. They showed rides. I want rides. I want to, go ride rides. And I've tried to watch some videos, but I don't know how much you get to do, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I know I've been playing a lot of games lately, and I'm like, I better slow down, but it's been relaxing to get to go into all these experiences. But don't worry, we won't be making this into a gaming channel, even though Loki was like, that was a great idea. I'm like, Loki, they don't want to see any more VR. They don't want to see any video games, period. If you wanted to, people would have went to like the other channel or something. But I'm like, people aren't asking for it. Why are you insisting on this? And he was really insisting on it. I half believe the phone just fell because it was one of those things. I half believe he threw it off the desk because he wasn't getting his way. So go figure. But yeah, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.